Women, what do you find most confusing about men? Even when, though men can take a leak without sitting on the toilet, how can they aim with a flaccid penis? Or is it flaccid? When you poke a man's belly button, he feels it in his penis. Why they are only into me when I'm completely indifferent to them and are 0% into me when I actually like them. How little they know about their friends. My husband was friends with a guy for years and didn't know how old he was. Their refusal to see a doctor even if they have the means. Your leg has fallen off. 'Tis but a scratch. I haven't noticed this with girls, but I have noticed that my husband will just stare out into space with severe concentration, and I'll be like, "What's wrong, babe?" And he will say something like, "If all of our pets attacked me at once, do you think I could fight them off?" I've seen other guys do this too. It's just so fascinating. We have a medium pit mix, a small chihuahua mix, 2 ferrets, and a hamster. So the answer was probably yes, unless he was asleep. Then maybe the medium dog could best him. Sort by controversial. See you around, guys. I'm going in. Is the meaning of life written on your butt cheeks? Why do you try to hide it at all costs? Is your butthole sacred? What is up with having friends that give you crap and attitude and it's all good? It's like you all like to torment each other and laugh about it. Not all men, just the ones I know. Edit. Awesome responses. It puts it into perspective. LOL. Scrolls through the channels on TV. Sees movie. Does not know when it started. Has zero context about the plot. Watches the rest of the movie anyway. In Dutch, guys call each other pik, which in English means D. But they say it in a friendly way because they're mates. Why call each other D? Advice for girls. If you find something confusing, ask them, whether he's a coworker, friend, or more importantly, boyfriend. Guys don't mind explaining why they did things. We have a reason. It may be a dumb reason that it's dictated by a train of thought. We also prefer girls to be direct rather than cloak and dagger. The more we know about each other, the easier things are. Likewise, if a guy asks you why you did something, we're always interested in brushing up on any sort of girl logic at any given opportunity. When you guys wear skinny jeans, where TF does your D go? Not intimately, but as a concerned person. Does that get tucked or something? Wouldn't that hurt when you take off your jeans at the end of the day? Edit. I now know why people say rip to their inbox. Damn. Also, I do know guys who wear skinny jeans. They're a lot better in retail/warehousing where I used to work than those annoying dress pants. Those handshakes you do, how do you coordinate it? It baffles me. I'll use my wife's shampoo sometimes just because the smell reminds me of her, and that makes me happy. Why is it that if I send you a message that has 3+ parts, you only respond to the least important part? If I'm like, "Hey, I saw our mutual friend while running errands. Let me know what you want for dinner. I'm about to pick it up. And did you take out the trash?" I get a response that says, "Oh yeah, Dave, haven't seen him in a while." How they can think about nothing. My brain thinks of 5 million things 24/7, and I wish I knew the secret to turning it off. Why they persist once you say you aren't interested or are married. I make a point of showing my wedding ring. Edit. A word. When their skin is crusty and breaking out, but refuse to use skincare products like facial masks to fix it because they find it too feminine. Buddy, everyone has skin. It's no big deal using these products. My wife says she never understood how my friends walk into the apartment and go straight to the kitchen and grab stuff to eat/drink like it's his own home. On top of it, I don't give AF. She says she could never do with her girlfriends. Man talking golf to friends. I was on the 3rd hole, my second shot. My ball was in the second cut about 6 feet from that big oak tree and about 3 feet from that big root that looks like a skinny chick's butt. I used my 3-wood and hit the perfect shot, landing just 2 feet from the pin. Wife, can you pick up child from school today? Man, what school does he go to? Edit. My first silver, thank you. Confession. This is a made-up scenario to illustrate that I find it confusing that men can remember so much vivid detail about golf and not other things. I actually find it quite charming about my husband how he remembers golf. The response used the 3rd child because it would be much easier to lose track of where your 3rd child goes to school. The 1st child, everything is new, but by the time a 3rd child comes around and you have kids possibly at 3 different schools, it would be easier to mix it up. I used this example as an exaggeration of something my ex-husband once said. The actual situation/comment was, "Me, will you go to a meeting at 2nd child school at 7 o'clock? Ex-husband, okay, where's the entrance to the school?" How they absolutely refused to ask for help. Back when we had no smartphones, we were trying to find my friend's street, and this guy I was with preferred to walk aimlessly for 30 minutes before I had enough and dared to ask someone for directions. Apparently, men can go into mental neutral and not think about anything. If this is true, how the F does that even work? Also, hand in pants when watching TV/relaxing. Don't get it. Edit. This blew up. How do I clear my inbox? Why are guys so apprehensive about receiving gifts? Buddy, I found a cool pair of socks that look like a shark is eating your foot and I paid next to nothing for it. Why do you have to act like you now have to pay for my college college tuition. Can I not just gift guys things for fun? I know my GF is mind baffled by this, but when she is peed and having a terrible day, she wants me to distract her and talk to her and be there for her. When I'm mad and or upset, I like to be alone and distracted. I don't want to talk about it because it reminds me of the issue and I can't move on from it. I just want to play basketball or video games. I want to be left alone. He uses my expensive shampoo to wash his whole body when there is a bar of soap right there. How I can tell my husband where something is and he can look right at it and say with certainty, it's not there. Edit. In order to calm at least one replier in this thread, let me assure you that there is not a lot of butt sitting happening in this house. Get off your butt and help him, her. Nor is anyone here so overly stressed that they literally lose their eyesight. This is a pretty common occurrence, evidently with scientific reasoning. Calm yourself. A guy asked my friend for her number. He never called. Something similar happened to me. Why even bother getting someone's phone number? Edit. In my case, we texted and agreed to meet up on a certain day and grab drinks. Fast forward, on said day, a Friday, he all of a sudden texts me saying he has to work now because his colleague called in sick. He works in a bar. He tells me he's going to message me on Monday so we could set something up again, but he never did. I'm assuming he got nervous or met someone else? What's the deal with guys not wanting to use lotion or chapstick? Every guy I dated thus far has denied my offer for lotion or chapstick when they complain about having chapped lips and dry skin. Edit. Oh god, this comment really blew up. Shaves. Did you clean the sink? Yep. Looks in sync with the F. Edit. Definitely not just guys, but it was a male-specific question. Not a woman, but I can't understand why so many men don't wear sunscreen. Stop trying to throw hands with the sun. You're not gonna win. Whether or not they're into a woman. Swear to God, one day they can display evidence of attraction, then the next it's like a switch went off and they want nothing to do with you. I've realized over the years sometimes it's just a bad day for them and not about me at all. However, I still can't read them, lol. Edit. Holy crap, I did not expect this to blow up. When they hide the fact that they are obsessed with hugs and other photonic forms of physical affection. Edit. To all the women out there, try to give your guy friends an occasional pat on the back or ask them if they want a hug from time to time. I had a friend who really appreciated it. Why men rarely ask for further detail. Husband and friend make plans to have a games night starting 5 p.m. at friend's place. That's all the info covered. Should we bring any games? Is it at dinner time? Are we eating there? Are we meant to bring food? How many people are we feeding? Who is going to be there? Nothing. He knows nothing. Why some of the guys I know turn into completely different people when around their friends. I've seen women do it as well, but never that big of a 180 as the men I know. Why does it take you so long to poop? Do you not have enough fiber in your diet? Are man poops unfathomably large to a woman and just takes so much effort to pass? Maybe you're just sitting there playing on your phone? Most men I've met spend at least half an hour each time pooping. If a woman spent half an hour on the toilet, you'd be worried she passed out in there or something. That guys can go from fighting and beating each other up to suddenly being back to friends. Are you guys really friends? Is it just taking frustration out on each other? What is it and how? How men and their male friends don't really talk about anything important going on in their lives with one another? They will go through the worst heartbreak of their lives and not say anything about it. They don't communicate about major life events or ask each other deep questions, only always talking about surface level crap like music or fishing, and it baffles me. Why do you spit on the ground? I've never seen a single woman do this. Your nipples. Do you want me to play with them or not? Why they will throw their clothing on the floor next to the hamper when there is a perfectly good hamper right next to them. Baffling. Why are guys so apprehensive about getting feminine products for their daughter, wife, girlfriend, etc.? Edit. Wow, thanks for the responses. Most of the guys I know are apprehensive, so it's nice to know a lot of y'all aren't. How insults can actually be jokes and why sports are so fascinating. You come over every day, want to hold my hand, touch me, kiss me, dance in the kitchen together while cooking our dinner, tell me your secrets and dreams, have passionate intimacy, but claim you don't have any feelings for me? Why don't you like flowers? They're nice and pretty and make the room smell nice. I want to buy flowers for all my loved ones, but men don't seem to give a crap about flowers. Edit. I now understand, but I still think flowers are dope and it makes me sad that you guys don't like them. Yeah, they die, but so does everything in life, and not all things look nice and make your room smell pretty. Also, they aren't that expensive. You can get them cheap at the supermarket and they still make the room nice. That they want more alone time than they want to be around their partner. Edit. This blew up massively. Thanks, guys. No wonder it's really relatable. Edit 2. Thanks for the silver, peeps. How they make friends with everyone. Seriously, I was at work and saw two guys get in a massive screaming match, almost fighting. I grabbed security and when we go to check it, the two guys are standing and laughing. They weren't even friends. They didn't know each other before that night and suddenly they're best buds. Edit. Because so many people are saying I shouldn't shouldn't have gotten security, let me clarify this. I work in a bar. If a fight happens, people are at risk. There are glasses that can be used as weapons. If two people are fighting outside the pub, we just tell them to take it elsewhere, and we have done. But the minute they are on our legal grounds, it becomes our responsibility to deal with it. I wasn't overreacting, I was doing my job. Edit 2. I am a 5'1" woman, and I barely have customers listen to me when I tell them to stop doing stuff anyway because people are buttholes. I couldn't have broken up the fight or argument myself. I don't get paid enough to deal with that crap anyway, and I had other things to do like serve people and collect glasses. This helps me explain a lot. Nice try, Cosmopolitan. Vague talk. Are you breaking up with me? Are you asking for a future? Make up your damned mind and don't be afraid to hurt my feelings, or be honest. Is this exclusive, or would it be weird if I went on a date with someone else? Dude, tell me where you're at. What always confused me about my fiance is how he doesn't know anything about his family or friends. I asked him why his parents moved to our city we lived in now. It's a small town, so I'm always curious how people end up here. And he's like, I don't know. So I went and asked his mom what brought them here, and she went into this whole thing about how when they got out of the Navy, Mike, fiance's dad, got an opportunity to be a partner in a company down here. My fiance sat there, slack-jawed, and said, I just thought dad worked for that company. I didn't know he was part owner. We had several of these types of moments in the past 6 years we've been today. It just amazes me he doesn't think to ask basic questions. Hey, I don't want to nag, but can you take out the trash? Him. Yep, me. Sees trash there next day. Please leave your story in the comments. I would love to make a video on them in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.